What's good, my people? It's Taven here, and today I'm going to tell you how to get insane aim in Fortnite. First of all, let's go into the very basics of what actually is aim. Well, aim is being able to point something at a target, so when we're linking this to Fortnite, it's actually just the ability to line your crosshair up on your opponent. So when I'm talking about aim in this video, I'm literally talking about being able to line your crosshair up to be able to hit those max damage shots. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the first tip. Now, this first tip is for all you people that change your sense. I know there's so many of you people out there, they'll hop on, they'll miss a few shotgun shots, and they'll blame it on their sense. It is not your sensitivity's fault that you miss your shots. I know so many people that literally just miss a couple and they're blaming their sense. All you need to do is find a sense you go on and it feels right for you. I'm not going to say perfect, because a perfect sense would literally be a sense you went on, only hit max damage and never missed a single shot, and that's kind of hard to achieve when switching to a sense for the first time. So for a lot of you people, it's going to be the sense that you're already playing on now. I recommend just finding a sense that's good, that makes your mechanics feel good, as well as your aim. Some people aim better on high sense, where others aim better on low sense, so you need to find what's best for you. Maybe try them out if you're not too sure, but for a lot of you people, I would just recommend sticking on the sense you're already on. And once you've found the right sense, I recommend you literally just stick with your sense, and the longer you stick with your sense, the more consistent your aim is going to be. It's literally as simple as that. When you're constantly changing sense, you're constantly trying to adapt to higher, lower sense, and especially for some of you keyboard and mouse players as well, I know sometimes you come on, some days your mouse pad feels a bit slower, and then other days it feels really smooth, and obviously that just depends on the weather and stuff. So a lot of people genuinely think just because of that it's something to do with their sense. A lot of the time it could literally just be with your mouse pad. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is obviously your mouse pad. Like I said, based off the temperature in your room, etc., your mouse pad is going to feel different. But sometimes if you've had your mouse pad for a long time, it might even be worth cleaning it or even getting yourself a brand new one, because sometimes over time your mouse pad can get somewhat slow in certain spaces. If you do feel this on your mouse pad, you're probably going to have to get a new one, or you could try cleaning it. There's lots of videos out there explaining how you can clean your mouse pad, so make sure you keep your mouse pad up to date and nice and clean. Now, the next tip I'm going to talk about is for those people that think if you focus on your crosshair, it's going to get you better aim. Focusing on your crosshair too much, this is so bad, because a lot of people just believe if you fully focus on it, you can line it up perfectly. And the biggest problem is you're focused way too much on your crosshair and not on your opponent. If you have the ability to hit the shot, you will hit that shot. And if there's one fighting tip which every pro player follow, that's always watch your opponent. And when you're taking your eyes off your opponent to watch your crosshair, you don't have a clue what they're going to do next. Literally, those 5 seconds, you look at your crosshair, some guy side jumps you, hits you 186, and you're dead. Your crosshair should be there as somewhat a guide, but don't look at your crosshair in fights. If you have the ability to hit a shot, you will hit a shot. Moving on to my next tip. This is a massive tip. It's aim training. I don't care if you're controller, mouse and keyboard, mobile, Nintendo Switch, playing on a KFC console. I don't care what you're playing on. If you want good aim, you must aim train. There is zero way you're getting that crazy aim you see all the pros doing without aim training. You need to put the work in, you need to put the time in to get good at aiming in Fortnite. It's impossible. You'll never be able to get yourself to somewhat of a super high level aiming without aim training. You might be able to get yourself to a somewhat consistent level, but if you're really taking the game seriously, you need to train your aim. Personally, I recommend playing Kovac. If you're keyboard and mouse especially, and or maybe even aim labs. Aim labs have got so much better nowadays, and I've always been a Kovac fan. I've always liked Kovac, but to be fair, AimLab has got a lot better recently, and either one really work, whatever you prefer. A lot of you people are probably thinking, well, how long should I play Kovacs for, or AimLabs, or whatever you're playing? How long should I play Kovacs or AimLabs for a day? If you play Kovacs or AimLabs, I recommend playing from anywhere from 40 to 1 hour. What I recommend is doing 40 minutes in Kovacs, and then a further 10 to 20 minutes in game. I'm going to give you guys some drills as well. If you're wondering a few Kovacs maps you can play, join my Discord. There'll be a link down below. I'll have a section called Kovacs map. There'll be like a bunch of Kovacs maps in there for you to play. There'll be some ones played by pros, some recommended by aim coaches. So there'll be some really good maps in there for you to be able to play. Let's say you're not able to play Kovacs. Let's say you're playing on a KFC don't have Kovacs on your console. Then what do you do? Well, it's simple. There's loads of in-game aim trainers you can play. Some of them might be a little less advanced to something like Kovacs or AimLab, which literally has a full company focusing on trying to get the aim training as realistic as possible. But there's so many really good aim maps out there you can play actually in game now. I'll also put some creative map codes in my Discord server as well, but I'm gonna talk for a few of my favorite as well as what they improve. Now the first map is Scavox aim training. This is insane for improving your tracking, so if you're struggling with something like tracking, I really do recommend this, and it's a very good map. I play it personally and I found a massive improvement in my AR aim after doing that. Moving on to the next one, I want to talk about the 200 pump only map. Oh my days, this will improve your crosshair placement as well as your shotgun aim. It's a brilliant map. I really like it. A lot of the time in game you get into a lot of fights inside of boxes, and this is obviously in a big box fight arena and you have to 200 them to kill them. It's so good and you'll improve your shotgun aim massively if you play this for just 5-10 minutes a day. Moving on to the next map, this is a personal favorite. I play this every day and I just literally enjoy playing the map. This map's called Aimless Mechanics. It's a really good map for improving your shotgun, AR and SMG aim. It literally has everything you want in a map, and for all you controller players as well, there's one in there which is literally just a shotgun target one, so obviously there's no aim assist. I know a lot of console players don't aim train when there's no aim assist. Now even though it may be a little bit harder for you to practice without aim assist, it's going to be really beneficial. If you can get your aim good naturally without using aim assist, then when you use aim assist, it's going to make your aim 10 times better. So just because a map doesn't have aim assist doesn't make it a bad map. Now I want to talk about finding mistakes in your aim. It's all good you playing these maps, but how will you know what to work on if you don't know your mistake? This is the thing about aim. You need to be working on mistakes that you have in your game. Now in game we all miss shots. Let's be honest, no one's perfect. No one hits maximum 200 every single time. So if you want to improve on your aim and you want to take it seriously, I recommend recording an arena game or even a tournament game, which might even be better, and watch the video back afterwards. I don't recommend replays because replays, it looks a bit different and obviously you can't really see your crosshair properly and everything's all a bit funny. So I recommend opening up OBS, whatever you've got, record your game and then watch it back. And then what I want you guys to do, make a Discord server and just call it whatever your name is. Like mine's called Taven server, and then what you want to do is just have you in there and have a channel called aim. Every time you miss a shot, I want you to write down what gun used, and even better if you can go into more information. An example of this would be, let's say I go into a game and I miss a shotgun shot. I can write in miss shotgun shot and then put jumped in box miss shotgun shot, and then maybe I missed a load of AR shots on someone around about 50 meters, so I'll write missed AR shots 50 meters, and then again I jumped in someone's bot and missed shotgun bullets, and then maybe I missed some SMG tracking or something. Now we can see a pattern emerging. When I'm hopping in boxes, you can see my aim isn't that good, and this is the thing about the human brain. We work really well off looking at patterns and trying to figure out problems in the pattern, and this is a really good way to improve at the game in general. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you guys found it useful. If you did, make sure to subscribe, comment down below what you want to see next, and like the video of course. Anyways, peace.